Yvonne, how are you?
Come on in.
Why don't we just turn right here?
All right. So through here is our what we call our non-cooking kitchen. We're not allowed to cook here, so we have a microwave, and the community comes in and brings us meals pretty much every night.
That's awesome. So it's all donations for your...
All donation. So we have 2 refrigerators that the ladies can put their own personal food in, and then we have house food. We have a pantry to keep all their stuff and all the donations in.
That's amazing. I saw online, I thought you used, at one time I thought I saw a meal tray.
Yes.
People
yes.
can sign up on meal tray.
Exactly. That can be found on our website under how you can help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So.
Wow, this is beautiful. And the building itself, how old is the building?
1931.
1931. Wow.
Yeah.
This is old. Started up. No. Well, I'm thinking all of the purposes that this building has served, right? It was
Absolutely. It started out as a church. It was a church for miners, and then has just progressed. Different churches have been here. The founder of Calvary Chapel actually started in this building. So right here is our common room. This is where, it has echo, this is where we do meals, where we do Bible study, where we sit and watch TV. It's just a common area where everybody can be together. All the quilts on the walls are donation. So whether it be through Project Linus or just individuals who wanted to get rid of stuff and just passed it on. It was actually, we were troubleshooting because of the noise in the hall.
Sure.
And so we hung the quilts, and now it's something that people see the first time they walk in.
And it's very homey in the sense, I mean, quilts for me, if somebody is by hand creating something and to very just homey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
People come in to do an intake. They're going to go to the office and sit in our cozy little place, and that's where I get to know people. And
Control Central.
Control Central, exactly.
Awesome.
So through here is our playroom. So come on in.
Oh, I like the padded floor.
Yes.
That's
yes.
awesome.
So all the wording and the little characters on the wall were done by a group of young people from Tucson. One of those young people was our niece. So they were very talented and very sweet to come and just put some little characters and just make it fun.
Awesome.
So.
A great place for a kid.
And then this whole thing, the whole room was redone by a church here in Prescott, Cornerstone.
Oh, wow.
Painted and redid the lofts, put the shelving in, the door, everything. So
I love the barn door part. That's awesome.
Yes.
Very pretty.
So a place where the kids and moms can be.
Just kids and moms.
Kids and moms.
Yeah.
And sometimes our moms don't know how to play. So this is a great area for them to learn how to be mom and just have a good time.
Wow.
Notice our rooms have names.
Right.
And when we first opened, we counted out all the doors, and we were like, oh, fruit of the Spirit.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Oh, wow. Wow. This is like going home. Right?
Yeah. So you come in, and this is what we call a single room. A mom, maybe with 1 or 2 children, would come in and stay here. We do have cribs and pack and plays so that we can also put the kids on those. We used to have bunk beds, and moms weren't using the bunk beds anymore.
Awesome.
In here, this one's looking a little rough, but this is where our night staff will stay.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this is where we keep a lot of our house stuff, like our towels and our blankets and our diapers, and in the closet we have all our hygiene. So when moms need something extra, we can just pull it out and give it to them. So, but we have night staff that just spend the night, and we pay them to do that.
But
To sleep.
sure.
You know,
Oh, hey.
they
That's quite a gig.
They don't necessarily, exactly, they don't necessarily need to be awake. This isn't a shelter, it's a transitional house, so it's not like we have to be awake the whole time. But if moms have an emergency or they need something in the middle of the night, someone's here, we have a doorbell on our office and it rings in here, so they can wake up and they can attend to whatever the issue is.
That's nice and bright.
Yes.
Oh,
right. So this we would call a double room or a family room. They're all family rooms, but this would be a double room. We would, if a mom has, say, 3 or 4 children, maybe even 2, depending on the ages of the children.
Right.
We would, you can walk through there, but we have the Jack and Jill set up so that the kids can be in one room, mom and maybe another child can be in the room, so that mom has a little bit of space. You know,
Yeah.
she can be herself, to have a little quiet time. So the kids can be in here playing, being not necessarily quiet, but maybe.
Okay.
And then she has some, you know, she's got a younger one that she's trying to put down to bed. The older ones can be in here. Whatever the case may be, it's always worked out.
And again, it's more like home.
Right.
At home,
Right. You know,
your kids.
they
with
can
you.
have a little space.
Yeah.
So it works.
Awesome.
And it also helps with the peace in the house. They're not all crammed into one room, you know,
Right.
trying to be quiet or, you know.
Right. Just on top of each other 24/7. For
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Very nice, cozy.
So maybe we can't do the numbers here, but we can do the more individualized care here.
Right. Well, I kind of picture it as, you know, this is perfect when somebody first goes into a transitional home or a shelter. It's more private, and it's not the big open community where they're in kind of a dormitory situation, right?
Correct.
Because I would think if you're in a traumatic situation, you need some privacy,
Right.
you need some close-in care.
Right, you know, and that's why we've gone only to women with children. A lot of times we'll get the single ladies in the past, and then they would try to co-parent the kids, or they'd be, you know, kind of cranky with the kids, or tell mom what to do. And so that's why we've gone to just moms and kids, because we need to have that peace and that cohesiveness in the house.
And some common understanding of what that's like.
Right.
Right.
We went to a realtor here in Prescott, and before we met with her, Dave and I had mentioned to each other, wouldn't it be great to be able to find an old church to repurpose for God's work?
Yeah.
And we showed up at her office, and the very first one that popped up on her screen was this building.
Ah.
And so we were like, we want to see that one. And so that's what we did. We came and we found it, and we opened up the back door, and all we saw was a hallway and doors. And we said, this is perfect.
Awesome.
And so we went through the process, and the owner was asking $400,000 for it. And we had been given a large gift a couple of months before, which was like $250,000.
Oh my.
And the
Under
realtor,
budget.
the realtor talked to the owner, and the owner said, you know what, I just need to get out of this before September 1st. And he says, I'll give it to them for what I owe on the mortgage. And that was $260,000. So
A total God thing.
Total God thing.
Completely,
Yeah.
start to finish.
Yeah.
And with the history of this building, having launched churches across the country, or at least the western part of the country, I'm trying to think, are there Calvaries in the East Coast?
I don't know. Probably.
I think there are, but still,
Yes.
that's awesome.
So
Wow.
everything was done by September 2013. and we were open November 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was because the churches and the groups that came and worked together to make it happen. We wanted to be open before it got real cold, and so that's what God did. This community knows that we're here.
Absolutely.
And we don't get out that often because we're here most of the time.
Right. This
So-
is a 24/7, 365 job,
Exactly,
isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah. It's
So-
not something that you're going to 9 to 5 or whatever,
No.
Monday through Friday.
The ministry is not
Right.
9 to 5.
Exactly. Exactly.